everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I am so happy right now. I just want you guys to take a look around at all the smiling faces. Look around. Smile at each other. Thank you so much. And thank you, choir. You guys are all so beautiful. Happy September and happy Sunday. I am Brandi Pagano, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living in our beautiful community of Apple Valley. We are so happy that you chose to be with us today, and it's now time for one of our favorites, hugs and handshakes. For this next song, those who choose to participate are welcome to walk around, dance, exchange a greeting by handshake or a hug, and you can honor the oneness in each other by simply giving a namaste or stay in your seat. The choice is yours, whatever you feel comfortable with. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy. Take it away. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Woo-hoo. Thank you, choir. Thank you, Chris. It is a wonderful day. We are an all-inclusive center of love where we recognize and celebrate each person as a divine, unique individual, each manifestation as a unique expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the Science of Mind principles to support our core values of love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Welcome home, everyone. And thank you to everyone joining us online today. We are so happy that you're here. And if you'd like, say hello in the chat box and let us know how you're doing today and where you are watching from. We love to connect with you. And thank you to Nicholas for running our live stream and our in-house audio and visuals. Let's give it up for Nicholas.
He's very cowboy.
You're doing a great job.
He's very cowboy today.
Yes, he is. I wish y'all could see him, but maybe he'll come out later for it.
Great hat.
We brought it up. Now we're going to bring it down. So now I invite everyone to please join me in reading our opening community affirmation. It's in your program on the left-hand side, also up on the monitors as well. Thank you very much. And I invite you to take a breath in with me, letting that go as we settle into this beautiful service, taking another deep breath in. And we begin. I believe in one power, one living spirit, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. I believe that spirit expresses through me and is the unity of all life. I believe that all thought is creative and that how I choose to think creates my personal experience. And so it is. Is there anyone joining us for the very first time today? If so, please raise your hand so we can welcome you. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for bringing your consciousness here today. If you don't already have a welcome packet, you can pick one up outside the sanctuary doors at the welcome table. There's some goodies in there, so make sure you check those out. And also, on the back side of your program, we have some information for you. We have our phone number, our email, we have a texting service. Our social media accounts are on the back, so make sure you check that out. And if you have any questions, give us a call. And this is the first Sunday of the month, and we have a community share from one of our members. So please join me in welcoming board member Pat Salter to come up to the stage. Please welcome Pat.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been asked to come up for a couple of minutes and talk about why I chose this pathway and why I chose to serve on the board. The pathway was kind of a long, complex thing. My wife and I, from long before we knew each other, we searched for trying to figure out which way we should be going and how we wanted to serve a God we knew that was out there. But, you know, there's a lot of choices out there. And we found a lot of them confusing. We found a lot of them separationist, us against them, and we really weren't happy with that. And finally, we ran into the Center for Spiritual Living over in Fallbrook, California, and it was a very let's get it together type thing. I mean, they even had a message of making the world a better place for everybody, not just a few people. And that really brought us into this, and we just fell in love with the place. And we've been, even though we have moved a couple of times, we keep finding the CSL near us, okay? We want to be home. It's a home type thing. And I guess back to why would I want to be on the board? That's a very good question. It's, yeah, sometimes I scratch my head and wonder about that. I do think about the family that went to a church and they got home after the service and they sat down for Sunday dinner, and the dad started complaining about the minister, and then the mom started complaining about the minister's wife, and then the various kids were complaining about this and that and the other one. Little Johnny down at the end of the table, he's not saying anything. He's just eating, okay? Finally, the father says, "Well, Johnny, what do you think?" He said, "Well, I thought it was a pretty good show for a nickel." And sometimes that's all it is just a pretty good show for a nickel, you know. But sometimes we need people to step up to help get things done. You know, the lady that just was standing up here, she's a very hard worker for us. She does a lot of stuff for us, and we really appreciate her.
Yeah, Brandi.
Yeah. This guy over here, all he does is play, okay?
But he does it so
Yeah? Yeah, yeah. And so I want to be one of those that wants to step up to help out. Sometimes this, sometimes that, sometimes pull weeds, sometimes stand at the door and hand out leaflets, serve on the board. That's why I'm here. Have a good day.
All right, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. That was lovely. And thank you for all your service around here. And thank you for finding us. I'm glad we found you. And as Ram Dass says, we are all just walking each other home. So thank you that we get to walk each other home together. Very, very beautiful. All right. So today is Birthday Sunday. Who here has a birthday in September? If you do, raise your hand. So again, we can celebrate you. Any birthdays? Any birthdays? Yay! All right. Lori's going to be giving you a gift to use. It does not expire, but please take advantage of it. And now let's all celebrate. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, September babies. And while we are in the celebration mood, let us also show our gratitude to Joyce, watching online, for her beautiful floral arrangements that she provides for us each month. Thank you, Nicholas, for putting up the slide, and thank you, Joyce, so much. It's always such a pleasure to see you when you come in, and thank you for your floral arrangements. And now it's time for our HDCSL announcements. So in your program every week, you have a colored insert, and it has some of the events and things that are happening in the next couple of weeks, but I do have some other things to share with you. You can also find all of our information on our CSL calendar on our website. If you have been going to our website, we are having some issues, technical issues we are working out, so please bear with us, and thank you for those that have sent me a message saying that it wasn't working for you. So anyway, you can also find all this information on our social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram. We have a Meetup app, we have Eventbrite, so there's lots of ways to find out what's going on, but the best way is to come here and, check it out, check out the concierge table, and call the office. So, since today is Birthday Sunday, we also have birthday potluck after service, and thank you to all who brought some delicious food for us to share today, and thank you, Joan, for providing the cake. As a reminder, we have our offering jar in the social hall that goes towards the kitchen for meal services and supplies, so thank you to all who have donated their time, their delicious food, and have shared funds in gratitude. All are appreciated. And isn't it great that we get to share a meal together? If you're excited about sharing a meal together, let's show some gratitude for that, because a lot of times we're hungry after service. We're running around, we're getting it up, and we get hungry. And so a lot of us will just go home or go out to eat, but I love that we get to do it here. It's all part of our fellowship and our community, and that's really what our Sunday service is about. It's about community. And today after service, we have our LGBTQ+ Conscious Conversations meetup right after potluck, and we have some lovely, beautiful flyers in the concierge table, and it happens the first Sunday of every month, and that's hosted by our Rainbow Alliance team, so thank you for that. Next Sunday, September 10th, we welcome Reverend Michael back after service. We are having our annual membership meeting to review and approve our HDCSL budget. All members should have received a postcard notice in the mail, and a message has also been sent out as a text as well. If you didn't receive either one, please connect with me in the office to update your mailing address or your phone number so we can reach you for important information like this. We ask that all members please attend this short meeting. Right after service, you can exit the sanctuary doors. There will be a sign-up sheet, like a sign-in sheet, and so just find your name on the list. And the budget will be available to view before service in the fellowship hall if you would like to preview it. And the 19th semi-annual Healthy Spirit Fair is happening Saturday, 23rd, so please, yes, woo-hoo-hoo. So please help spread the word. You can grab some flyers off the concierge table and share the event on your social media pages. Thank you for those who send it an email blast, all kinds of things. I really appreciate that. And again, this is the only metaphysical fair in the high desert, the only one. So again, that date is Saturday, September 23rd. Tamara, where's Tamara? Tamara, raise your hand. Tamara is going to be doing the community sound bath during our opening ceremony, and Janet, I don't think Janet's here today, but we all know Janet. Janet Amby will be hosting the community drum circle for our closing ceremony that day. We also have demos and speakers throughout the day, so make sure you clear your calendar for this amazing event. And as a reminder, please see Joan in the garden room to purchase your winning duck race ticket. So I think we've had 2 winners. I don't know if they were both $1,000 winners. I think, Frank, you won $1,000, and I don't know who the other person was. But part of the proceeds go to our center, and part of the proceeds go to, I think it's the Victor Valley Community Services. I'm not sure, but talk to Joan. She's got all the information, and I believe they are $10. And yeah, good luck on your duck. And let's see, where am I at now? Sunday, September 24th, we have our themed Sunday, and that theme is going to be Bling, Shine On. And don't worry if you don't have any bling, because guess what? The Sister Circle is going to be hosting a Build a Bling workshop. So it's a day where we can gather and bling up some clothes, or I don't know. We're working it out, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I already know that, because that's what we do here. We have fun. So that craft Build-A-Bling play date is going to be Saturday, September 16th at 12:30, I think right after our Sister Circle meeting. And more information will be coming on that, but we just wanted to let you guys know about that. And let's see, what else do we have here? I've got a flyer here, and Nikki might have the slide up. Tamara is going to be hosting a community sound bath, and that's going to be on, yes, it's all up there. And I should probably just do what I said, and I'm going to read this flyer. So join us on September 24th at noon. The participation fee is $25, but it's also on a love offering. So please come and donate what you can. This is a community event, so it's open to all. You don't have to pre-register. You don't have to pre-sign up. Just show up, invite all your friends so they can have a nice, relaxing sound bath. And we're going to be balancing our energy through our chakra system, doing some mindful breathing and some meditation. Please bring a yoga mat or blanket to lie down, and we will also have chairs available. Again, if you have any questions, call the office, go bug Tamara. It's going to be a lot of really good, relaxing time that we're going to have. And next up, our talent show. Who here has a talent? Raise your hand. Everybody has a talent, so we should all raise our hand, actually, because, you know, just being alive is a great talent. But we're having a fall talent show Friday, October 20th. It's going to be at 7 o'clock. There's no admission fee, and we're looking for singers, dancers, poets, musicians, skits and acts of illusion, and more to show off your wonderful talent to the high desert. And again, this is open to all, and you can see myself or Paula. Paula is our main coordinator for that, but if you have any questions, get a hold of her or myself. And there's a sign-up sheet in the garden room too, so let's have a really, really great night on October 20th. And another reminder, we have opportunities to gather throughout the week. Tuesdays, we have Tai Chi with Chris Urmston at 11:30. And we also have our Good Grief group, where we grow through grief together. This group meets Thursday from 2:30 to 4. This is a drop-in meeting. Again, no sign-up is required, and all are welcome to attend. And please stop by the concierge table on Sundays or reach out to the office throughout the week if you have any questions about these events or anything else happening here at the center. Thank you. And also, do we have a slide for the bookstore, Nicholas? Aha, thank you, Judy. Judy has purchased a really, really great merchandise, and I'm going to step into the middle aisle, and I want you all to look at my outfit. If you like anything you see, you can buy it in the bookstore. So thank you, Judy. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you to our volunteers who helped us do inventory. We took every single item out of the bookstore, counted it, entered it all in. So we are really, really happy to be able to give you guys some new merchandise to choose from. Our register system is having a little bit of problems. I think the gremlins that moved from the sound room are now in the bookstore. So let's all send some love to that area for the gremlins to just leave and not cause any more problems. And so it is. So now, thank you all for listening. Thank you for being here. And please join me in welcoming our practitioner of the day, Judy St.Clair, to come up.
There's just one thing I wanted to add that Brandi didn't have on her list of gazillion things to tell you, is our legacy fund. In the back of the room, as you go out, you'll see the thermometers over there, and we are at $7,992. We have till mid-December to get that up to $25,000. I know we can do it. I know you can be involved. Anyone can be involved. Some people want to just put in their loose change, and the bottle is there if you want to just drop it in there. That adds to the legacy fund, but please hop in and become part of the group. And now, if you will, please join me in reading Dr. Holmes' promises together. They are in the front page of your program. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great powers of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now for our contemplation time with Chris. Relax, breathe, and enjoy. You've got a friend.
Actually, this is Amazing Things by Jana Stanfield.
That works.
Amazing amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Perfect. Thank you. Annka will now join me in lighting the flames of faith. We perform the We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faith, all beings come from one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the belief and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. Five. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcomed here. And as we light the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And as we have done a number of times today, once again, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath, bringing Spirit within you. Spire, breath, Spirit. We are one, whole, complete, one. I bless this day. I acknowledge all of the beauty that is in it, all of the wonder, the excitement, the knowing as we head into the harvest of what we have created this year. We are building a beautiful, wonderful place, and everyone is a part of it. I bless the Legacy Program and all of those that are contributing, whether small or large. We accept each and every one. I truly bless today and the wonders and great joy we have coming to us as Reverend David once again shares his wisdom. Knowing that this is so, I invite you to join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you, Annka. Thank you, Chris. That song was so amazing. I had not heard the entire song before. I've just heard a portion of it. That song is the intro and outro song for Prosperity Plus class that we're taking right now. So we get to hear that when we take the class, but I had not heard the rest of the lyrics. That was just so beautiful. And yes, Judy, that was so perfect for today. And thank you all for choosing to be here. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome back our guest speaker today. Reverend David is a Science of Mind minister and recognizes his life as a living miracle. He is a demonstration of the power of mind. Reverend David has been a guest speaker with us for several years, and it is always such a pleasure to have him lead our service with his enthusiasm, energy, and wisdom. Please join me in welcoming back Reverend David Allan Cruz.
Good morning, High Desert. Buenos dias, High Desert. If you are alive and well with spirit, let me hear you say yeah. That's right. That's right. Notice I made a change. Notice I used to say, if you're alive and well and you know it, and it occurred to me, but what does that really mean? That means being alive and well in spirit. That spirit is here right now and always, individually and collectively. And I want to confess a little thing. I was nervous coming back because it's been a while, and I don't do many talks. It's not my regular thing. I work one-on-one individually in a little office, and I love that, and it's wonderful. And so anticipatory anxiety started to hit me last night. And as I'm driving in, I'm going to let that stuff go. And as I was thinking about that, recognizing it as anticipatory anxiety, then I had to say to myself, what are you really afraid of? Because I'm with my spiritual family. What the hell do I have to be afraid of? These are people who love me. And these are people who I love. And it's such an exciting thing. It's such a wonderful thing. As I told you, for the very first time I came here, for the moment I walked through those doors, the energy was warm and loving and embracing and inclusive and wonderful. And it is, as Brandi said, like coming home. Welcome home. Chris, that song, amazing. And wow, you will do amazing things. Take a moment with that. It's not, yeah, maybe you could possibly do if you kind of do this and that way. And no, you will do, sorry to scare you, amazing things. You will do that. Well, one of the reasons you know you can do that because you've done amazing things. Sometimes you don't give y'all enough credit for that. Sometimes you forget to recognize how amazing the stuff you've done actually is. All these years. And that in itself can help you to recognize that, of course, I will do amazing things. Of course. Of course. And also to remember, you are doing amazing things. You don't have to wait until then. It's happening right here, right now, today, this moment, later, and always. And all you need know, all you need do, is to maintain the consciousness of your truth. Remember who you are. You are that which does amazing things. A few weeks ago, not all that long, maybe last week, in fact, I read a meme on Facebook that was posted by a very wise, spiritually evolved being. And it was a great meme, and it just hit me just right at just the right time. And the meme was this: I know that when one door closes, another door opens. But man, those hallways are a bitch. Shall I tell them, Brandi, where that came from? But I saw it on Brandi's page. It's actually a quote by someone, but interesting name too. Think about this name. A quote by someone by the name of Crystal Bellman. Sounds like something John Lennon would make up. Crystal Bellman. But it's a great meme, because what is she really talking about? She's talking about that period of time when we're going from this place over to this place. Now, that can be absolutely no time whatsoever. It's possible and frequently happens. We leave go through one door, and the other door immediately opens, and we're just, bam, right there. Cool. Awesome. But it's so often that we go out that one door, and it's like,
Now what?
it's weird and strange and new and different and sometimes scary and sometimes exciting, sometimes fun, sometimes painful. And the thing about it, the most important aspect of it is that it is a thing that we call change. The hallway is the process of change. And yet, well, it's important to recognize that change is life. Change is synonymous with life. Change is just another word, another name for that thing that we call life. One cannot exist without the other. Life is change. We're changing all the time. You're changing right now before my eyes. If I had the ability to actually see the changes, physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, change is going on. This young man over here is going through some tremendous changes in a relatively short period of time. And yet, well, she's seen it, because how long ago was it when he was right here? Yesterday. My 42-year-old has gone through incredible changes. And I can remember like it was yesterday when I would hold his hand and take him across the street, when I would put him on my shoulders, when I was helping him learn how to ride a bike. And now he's a full-grown man. What happened? Changes. Changes happen. Changes go on and on and on. Change is the transition of one thing to another. And yet, we resist change. Change is inevitable. Change is inescapable, and it is a natural tendency of the human mind, of the human psyche, to resist change. What kind of irony is that? But it's true. We know, each and every one of us sitting here right now knows that change is inevitable. Things are going to change. The weather's going to change. The season's going to change. You're going to change, one way or another. And yet, our tendency is to resist change. Why? Because change is the unknown. And this basic psychology, the primitive mind, I'm not going to here to give you a lecture on psychology. You know, I could. and I would love to, because I love to teach. I love to teach. But you know what? I came to the realization as I was sitting right there. I'm not here to teach. I'm here to share. I'm here to, here's something that I want you to know that I know. I ain't smarter than any single one of y'all. In fact, many of y'all, if not most of y'all, are a lot smarter than I am. And collectively, oh my God, you're geniuses. And so, to come up here and say, well, I'm going to teach something, no, I ain't. You already know. It's there. If you didn't know it, you wouldn't be sitting in these chairs right now. This ain't no philosophy that someone stumbles on accidentally. Every single one of us here, us, are here because we were looking, seeking, wondering, wanting, finding, adjusting to. Because it was an adjustment, hasn't it? It's still an adjustment. Isn't it an adjustment to be following this spiritual philosophy, science of mind? It's because it's always like, yeah, but that's what I was always taught and told. And the philosophy, the science is saying, yeah, fine, but look at it. How well is it working for you? How much sense does it make to you? How important is it to you right now? And if you're saying it is, cool. Then keep doing that, because it works for you. And if it ain't, change. If it ain't, discover the thing, because there's always the thing that exists for you, and start doing that. And yet we resist, because we have that natural tendency to fear change. Why? Because change creates that space, the hallway, that uncertainty, that time of adjustment, that time when your eyes have to get used to the dimmer light, or your body has to get used to the smaller space, or you have to kind of figure your way around the labyrinth. And how you deal with that creates your reality. How you deal with that creates your experience. Going back to what I was saying before, that I'm not here to teach. In fact, if anything, y'all always, every time I leave here, I've learned something new. But I would love to see these kinds of services, at least when I do them, to become more us together as opposed to me there. You understand what I'm saying? If you guys have a question, if I need to clarify something, if you want to have a dialogue, please raise your hand. I really would love to turn this into a collective conversation, if it would be at all possible. I would love to have you say, well, David, what do you mean by that? Or how does that work for you? And I may not have the answer, but one of y'all will. One of y'all will. And this is how we get to learn from one another. This, to me, is the thing called church. Not that. Yeah, keep it healthy. But you are church. We are church. And so we do this together. So if at any point you want to interject or ask or say something, please, by all means, do that. We resist change because change is fear. It creates fear in us. The tendency, the natural tendency of the subconscious mind is to resist change. It prefers to stay with the things that it knows, and if the thing that it knows is not healthy for it, then it creates suffering, because it'll tend to hang on to that regardless of whether or not it's actually working. But, to quote the Borg, resistance is futile. We can't stop change any more than we can stop life. And this is the never-ending internal and external conflict that we face each day. The conflict of resistance to the inevitability of change. It just is. It's just who we are as human beings. Don't feel bad about it. Recognize it. Recognize it. Don't judge it. It's not a bad thing. It's a thing. And when we recognize what exists, then we have the option to say, I will change it. So, what if we could reduce our resistance to change? What if we could learn to accept change, to embrace change, and even to enjoy change, to love it, to look forward to it, to create it? because we're creating it anyway, aren't we? This is the spirit of the adventurer. This is the spirit of the explorer, the scientist, the hero, the lover. This is every mom and dad embracing, loving change. And this is y'all. This is you, sitting here, right here and right now. You are that spirit. You are that energy. You are that inspiration. The spirit that comes within. You are risk takers. How many of y'all were either are, because you can still be, or are former Catholics? Me too. Lots and lots and lots. And there's aspects of the Catholic Church that I love, and I went through my own time of rejection. I left it, I walked away, didn't want anything to do with it, came back again, left it again, hated it for a while, and now I just see it as just another way of knowing who I am. It's not my way anymore, but I recognize its goodness. I recognize its value. I recognize its worth. I recognize how it can work for the individual and for the collective. But notice how difficult it was when you were in the process of pulling away, especially if you went to parochial school. Because, oh my God, but what if? And it takes courage, it takes discipline, it takes willingness, it takes enlightenment to make that decision to say, thank you, but I'm not that anymore, I am now this. And here you are, here we are. And we're all embracing this with different levels of intensity. Very few of us being here, were brought up in this tradition, in this philosophy. I shy away from calling it religion. It is a religion. It's legally a religion. I don't care to perceive it as such. To me, it is a philosophy. In fact, if you look at the book, right, it doesn't say anything about religion. It requires the willingness to look at our world, our experience objectively, openly, fearlessly, clearly. And in order to do that, we have to learn how to break through the resistance to change. How do we do that? We've got to understand what it is and what it's not. The title of my talk today is Got Change? And it is kind of that. You got change? You got change that you can share? You need change? Ernest Holmes, for those of you who know the textbook even better than I do, will recognize that there's not a whole bunch that Ernest Holmes wrote about change specifically. It's all about change. The whole book is about change. But to the specific of what is change and what's happening with change, there's really very little. But what there is, very interesting. He says something about the changeless. And he says, the changeless refers to the one that cannot change by reason of the fact that being all, there is nothing for it to change into but itself. The one cause, back of all, never changes, but it constantly creates forms. And so we perceive a changing form within that which is changeless. What?
All right.
Yeah. Gotta love Ernie. He does some really interesting stuff with words, and then it's up to us to take it apart and figure out what the hell he's talking about sometimes. But man, because here's the thing, what he's basically saying is, it's all God, all the time, everything. And that which is God, is the act of creation. It can't change itself from being a creator. It is always that. It can't, the one thing God can't do is not be God. Think about that. And therefore, it's always being what it is. And what it is that which creates. We say that God creates from love. Not the little, head panting love or the hugging love. It's the love of creation. The love of moving that powerful, incredible, unlimited energy and just going, bam! There's a universe. Let's play. Chris, when he said, all Chris does is play, and I'm thinking, what's more important than that? And that's what it does. It creates from the love of creation, and it's always in that space. But it that creates is always what it is, the creator. And because it's only that thing creating all of it, nothing that it creates is separate from it. In other words, everything that it creates is nothing more than a manifestation of itself in a different form. That's all it is. That's all it is. And when you recognize that, then you recognize the power within you to do amazing things, to change. Ernest Holmes says, "We have learned that spirit is the absolute being, that it is the only thing in the universe which has self-knowingness, volition, choice, or will." Did anybody hear in that passage, what I just read, did anybody hear a contradiction? Say this again, a contradiction. Did anybody, I'm going to read that last sentence again. We have learned that spirit is the absolute being, that it is the only thing in the universe which has self-knowingness, volition, choice, or will. Did anybody notice a contradiction in that statement? Go ahead. Say again? If it's the only thing that knows, then how do we? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'll come up with an answer for you as this comes along, okay? What is the contradiction? Let me read it again. It is the only thing in the universe which has self-knowledge, knowingness, volition, choice. So yes, ma'am. It is the universe. It's not in the universe. Keep in mind, Ernest Holmes wrote this from somewhere around 1923. And even Ernest Holmes says, if you're still following this book the way I wrote it, then you haven't learned a damn thing. He didn't quite say it that way. His brilliance, his inspiration, his spiritual awareness, his amazement as a thinker, as a philosopher, as all of those wonderful things was still based very heavily in the old school traditions. So in his mind, it was still there, still locked into there's a God and then there's a universe. There's the God and there is us. But we've changed. Evolution is changed. We are evolving spiritually. You are right now, this moment, evolving spiritually. You've been evolving spiritually for a long, long time. Again, or you wouldn't be here. It is the universe. And it has self-knowingness, volition, choice, and will. The soul is the servant of the Spirit and has no choice and no purpose other than to execute the purpose given it. So what are we talking about here now? Well, in scientific terms, this is science of mind after all, in the terms of quantum physics, we're talking about wave energy and then particle energy. We're talking about potential energy and kinetic energy. We're talking about desire and action. We're talking about visualizing and manifesting. Get it? That's what we're talking about. The soul is the servant of the Spirit and has no choice and no purpose other than to execute the purpose given it. It's the activity of the energy, it's all energy, it's all God, transforming itself from wave into particle. Becoming, manifesting, gathering, connecting, until it creates that which it chooses to create. The spirit of the universe cannot change, being all. And once again, it's not of the universe. The spirit that is the universe cannot change, being all. There is nothing for it to change into. The soul of the universe must obey the will of the Spirit. What does that mean? That means that which has the imagination, that which creates the thought, then transforms that. Finds the means by which to create material, to manifest it into reality. And that which does that is you. Why? You are that which creates. Why? Because you are that which is manifested from that high divine energy. That being, that spirit, is not in the universe, it is the universe. If it is the universe, it is you. You are it. It's not over here and you over here. It's right here, right now. As this, as that, as all of it. Therefore, you are the energy in wave form that finds the means to transform it into particle form. This is what we call manifestation. This is when we're using the law of attraction. Law of attraction is a real thing. Energy is attracted to like energy. This is being increasingly backed up through scientific studies. Spiritual people have known this for decades, centuries, millennia. And that is that there is an energy, a power that emanates from that which is your being that has an effect on the energy around it, either vibrating with it or repelling it. It has an effect. You ever been around a miserable person? You don't have to say a thing. You just know. You can feel it. When you understand that, then you realize that how you are vibrating will have the effect of creating the change that you want. The question is, are you ready to make the change? Every single one of my clients comes in wanting to change something. Every single one of them. The challenge is, to what degree are you willing to make the change? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to know? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to forget? What are you willing to say, that doesn't work for me anymore? And I'm going to start doing this. And I'm going to allow myself to know that this is going to work. Why does it work? Not because I make it work. I don't have that power. I don't want that power. It works because I decide as the client that this guy knows what he's talking about and he's got stuff that he can teach me, and if I do this, it's going to make a change. And guess what? It makes a change. It works. This philosophy works. But only to the degree that you believe it. The body of the universe can't help changing. On any level, on any scale. The body of the universe can't help changing. You, Frank, are the body of the universe. I was gonna, yeah, that's why. But you are, and Lori, and Brandi, and all of y'all, the body of the universe. Your own living, walking, talking, dancing, loving, singing, partying universe. Wow. But you are that. I mean, what do they call those? The microscopes that go really down into the, I can't remember what they're called. Atomic microscopes, something. When they break it down, when they're going down into the cellular level, you see a universe. When you break it down to the atomic level, you see a universe. You are that. And we are that. And this is that. And all of that is that. We all have that participation in that one thing, and it can't help but change. The question is, can I have an influence on the change? And the answer is yes. That's what it is. This is what constitutes the eternal activity of spirit within itself. The spirit passing into form, spirit passing into form, creation eternally going on. What's to be scared of? What's to be scared of? All we're doing is changing whatever it is, whether we perceive it to be a change of around us, which isn't really true, that's an illusion that we create for ourselves, or the changes within us. Now, some of those changes may be shocking. Think Maui. Think Florida. Some of them might be unusual and might throw us off our timing, like think our rainstorm last week. But when we allow ourselves to hold on to the truth and recognize the truth of who each of us are collectively and individually, then we allow ourselves to accept that change, to figure out if there's something I have to do about that change, and to embrace not only the change itself, but my power to guide myself through that change and even to create the change. Because I am that which creates, and that which I create is also who I am. Spirit must be manifest in order to be conscious. There must be a way in which it manifests, and there must be a manifestation. That's all that's going on. Whatever the changes are, that's all that's going on. It's that which is God creating. Often, this part of it. Change is the divine in the process of creation. Change is the divine in process of creation. Change is you. in process of creation. Namaste. In Lakesh. Aloha.
Thank you, Reverend David. I'd like the choir to come up, please. And while they're on their way, if anybody wants to go dancing this afternoon, I have a plug for my band Caliente. We are at the Dream Lounge, which was the old wine cellar, today from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Hey, look, she's got a flyer.
Great minds think alike.
You're invited, David. Come in and dance and party.
And that's from 2 to 5 in Apple Valley at the Dream Lounge, right?
Exactly. It's
Sunday fun day. Cool.
All right. All right. We got a great song for you called You've Got a Friend. Sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow. Keep your heads together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear
had to jump in on that because it's just so beautiful. Thank you, choir. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Reverend David. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. This has been such a lovely, lovely, lovely service, and I'm looking forward to watching the playback online so I can take my notes. So let's see, where am I at today?
The giving.
The giving time. Please join me in taking a moment to appreciate this beautiful community and our Science of Mind philosophy. We know we live in an abundant universe. There is always more than enough to share and to spare. We use this time to open up the flow of abundance and circulate that energy with gratitude and love. So let us take a moment right now and just let all that we've learned today, all that we've heard today, all that we've remembered today, all that we've experienced today, to settle into our heart, into our mind, and into our being. Because that's what feels good for me. And hopefully it feels good to you too. Because we appreciate you all and your contributions, we make it easy for you to give. In addition to placing your offering in the basket today, there are various ways that you can contribute to our center. You can use the Vanco app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also visit our website when it's working, and that website is high-desertcsl.org. To make a donation, select the donate button. You may also drop off your donation throughout the week or send it in by mail. We appreciate all the ways that you contribute to this center. Because of you, our service and this experience together continues to be possible, and the possibilities are growing. Thank you so much. Now I invite our wonderful ushers today to come forward. Thank you so much for your service. And I invite everyone to please join me in reading aloud our Declaration of Affirmative Giving, located inside your program on the left side and also up on your monitors. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Grateful indeed, grateful because it does feel good to know that you have a friend. And that in this moment, friends are sharing with friend. And in that sharing, friendship grows, love grows, prosperity grows, possibility grows, spirit grows. And I'm so grateful. Grateful for this community, grateful for this place, grateful for these beautiful people in front of me who donate their time, and grateful to the gifts that are signs of faith that this place, the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, is truly the place of God. And so I release this word knowing that it's true, as together we say.
And so it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, ushers, Chris, choir, Reverend David. Again, thank you all so much for being here on this wonderful day. Our practitioner team is here to serve you. Thank you for your service here as well. I don't know if you guys realize our practitioners are here to do more than just their practitioner portion. They are really the backbone of the center. So I really would like to just give our appreciation to our center and our amazing practitioners. And their phone numbers are on the back side of the program, so please reach out to one of our experienced licensed practitioners for prayer, especially if you're going through any challenge in your life. They are here to know the truth for you and with you. They are here to support you. We also have a prayer request box in the garden room right under the picture of Dr. Ernest Holmes, right outside the sanctuary doors. This box is checked regularly, and our prayer team loves to pray with you and for you. You can also connect with the office by phone, text, or email to put in a prayer request, and that message will be passed on to the practitioner team. Thank you, practitioners, for your service. You are greatly appreciated. And thank you to those who have joined us in person today and those who are joining us online. We will see you next Sunday, September 10th, for another HDCSL celebration service with Reverend Michael, followed by our annual membership meeting. Have a great week, everyone, and please join us for potluck. And to close out this wonderful service, yes, we are going to make a circle and sing the peace song for the first Sunday of the month. So I invite everyone to join us for the peace song. Take it away, Chris. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace.